Hello, everyone, and welcome to our weekly Oracle message reading. We are going to look at the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck this week by Alana Fairchild and artwork by Autumn Sky. I love this deck, and I'm so excited that this deck came through for us to give us a message this week. I'm not affiliated with Alana Fairchild in any way, but I am excited to see what the Sacred Rebels has a message for each of the Zodiac signs that are within us, the states of awareness that we hold. I do want to remind you, if you do want to just watch your sun, moon, or rising sign, these will be released individually, one for each sign tomorrow. But if you do want to stick around and watch the full thing, I do highly recommend it. If you do know your rising sign, it's best to go through the house of each of that sign, the message, and let it speak to that house in your own energy. If you can understand that, if you can, if not, then just drop it. I do encourage you to watch the whole thing and see what messages speak to you this week to help you on your journey. So I'm so grateful to be here. Please remember, this is a general reading, so it should apply to you generally. You're going to have to take what resonates and use your intuition in this reading too. It's a two-part thing. And if you would like a more personalized reading though, you can check out celestialgrove.com. And if you go to celestialgrove.com and get a free spiritual protection PDF, right now that is the free offering. We'll always have a free offering available. You can join the email newsletter and you can get all kinds of discount codes. So I highly suggest to join that email newsletter. We also have a giveaway each month for email subscribers. So you want to be a part of that giveaway by joining the email newsletter at celestialgrove.com. Links are in the description. All right, guys, that is the introduction. We are going to do the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck, and at the time of the release of this video, we will be in Gemini season, so we are going to start with Gemini. Here we go. All right, Gemini. Gemini, you got number 40, the Sacred Fool. So Gemini, I feel like you're making foolish decisions, but for good reasons. I feel like you have to, for you, Gemini, it's like you have to take a leap of faith. But to others, it looks like you're just jumping off of a cliff. So I feel like you can't get advice for where you're meant to go at this time because others don't see it. They'll see what you need to do as foolish, but you need to do that. You need to take the sacred, foolish actions. It's time for you to stand tall in who you are. Be true to yourself. Be you. Be the puppet master of your own strings now. And people are going to call you foolish for doing this or tell you that you can't do it. They don't know you, Gemini. They don't know you. They don't know what your abilities are. They don't know what's possible for you. But you do. And you know that you need to take this leap. You know that others don't understand. You know that everybody would advise you not to. But I'm here to help inspire you, and to help confirm to you that you do know what you need to do. And others don't. And you should follow your gut, your knowing. You need to protect where you know that you belong. Protect your belonging to yourself and move forward in a way where you can be the puppet master of your own life. Start pulling the strings to your own life, even if it looks foolish to others. It doesn't matter. Become the puppet master, not the puppet. And be who you want to be. Do it your way, Gemini. Yeah, I'm going to encourage you. I'm just going to encourage you this week to do it your way, Gemini. You know what you're doing. Move forward with trust and grace. Believe in yourself when no one else will. Be the one to show up and believe in yourself. Don't let nobody pull your strings. Show them how you can pull them your way. All right, beloved Gemini, that's the message I have for you this week. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Cancer, your message is listening for truth. It's time you need to take a pause and really listen in the silence. And while listening, be willing to see it from a different perspective. But also understand that just because you're willing to see it from a different perspective doesn't mean they're gonna know that you saw it from a different perspective, or be willing to see it from your perspective also. But be willing to listen to truth. And there's something about opening up your beliefs. You don't need to act until you fully feel safe. There's a feeling of safety that's needed before you act. And I just feel like it's not quite on you, but it's on you to see and create the safe space and path that you will walk. So you need to walk a path of safety. It's a very interesting message coming through this week, Cancer. You need to take care of yourself. You need to love and protect yourself. And there's a need to listen in the silence. There's a truth about this situation that you need to be able to move forward on the path that you would be happiest to live. If that makes sense to you, Cancer. Because you're always in charge of your future. I feel like there's a need to pause. There's a need to listen. There's a need to change perspectives, but also to be unyielding and unwilling to walk forward in corruption. Like to find your path of safety, to find your path of security, to walk in that despite anything else. There's a need to take care of yourself this week, Cancer. To really take care of yourself. And to listen in the silence. That just keeps coming up. To listen in the silence. And open up to new beliefs. Open up to believing in yourself. Open up to believing in your ability to create your safety and your structure so that you can move forward with that security that you need. Listen for the truth in the silence. It'll be there. All right, Cancer, that's the message I have for you this week. I do hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Leo, it's time to go beyond the normal. You have had an idea, you've been working this idea, you've been pushing forward. It's now time to push the envelope on this idea, to bring it out, to bring it to light, to begin to materialize this. I would call this almost the push in the birthing process, the labor and delivery. It's time to deliver the idea into reality, to bring it into reality, and to push beyond the normal, to push beyond. the perceived limits to show what could be possible. So there's something you've been working on for a while. You've been working on it for a while. It's like it is incubating. You've been incubating for a while. You've been giving it, you've been nurturing it, giving it space and time to grow and nurturing it to become. And then there's a block that's going to come in the way this week, Leo. And it is a block that is meant to be pushed through. It's meant to be overcome. This block is what's going to strengthen that thing that you've been working on to fully materialize in maybe even a more beautiful way than you even imagined to begin with, Leo. So don't see blocks as the death of the idea. See the block as the thing that's going to strengthen the idea. There's something that you're breaking through this week. You're breaking through the illusion that you can't because well, look, I have and I did, and look, it's even better, so you're breaking through an illusion. It's been a normal illusion. Like, people are going to say that, you can't even do this because da 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 da, and you're going to be like, yeah, well, da 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 da, and look, I can, so do push through. Don't see, like, it's you didn't file the right paperwork. There's no way that you can file the right paperwork in time. I'm so sorry. And then it's like, well, actually, we went ahead and filed it every month because we thought that there might be a chance. You know what I mean? And you're able to break through. There's a well actually there too. But if you just fall for, we didn't follow the paperwork, you won't find that how it was refiled and refiled and refiled. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm being clear enough here, Leo. But I do hope that this message is helping. It's like if they say you can't move forward because you have to have this type of licensing, but you have that type of licensing. So you're not going to be able to move forward anymore. And if you're like, oh, darn, I have the wrong type of licensing, it's all over now. Like, like that's the feeling of, it's like you can really run with that, Leo, and be like, it is over. This killed the idea. There's no way that it could grow because I have the wrong type of licensing. Or when they tell you that, you're like, what? The wrong type of licensing? Well, let me look into this. And you look into the laws and the bylaws and everything. And it does take you a minute. But then you go through it and you find out, oh, this type of licensing actually can replace that type if I also have this, which I don't, but I can just pay a small fee and get it. And then you go get it and then you bring it back to them and you're like, actually, it looks like this type of licensing can if I also have this, and I do, and then they're like, oh, wow, you break through the perceived barrier. And it's not totally a perceived barrier, so I don't like saying it that way. You break through the barrier. And it was meant to break through. And now, because you broke through, now because you needed that extra little thing with that, wrong type of licensing, it helps your idea be even stronger later on. There's other things where that little extra thing really comes in handy. So trust yourself, Leo. Trust your beliefs and break on through. And go beyond the normal. Because you are. And you're meant to be. All right, Leo. There you go. I hope this message helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Virgo. Virgo, you have number 28, collaborative dreaming. Virgo, you have collaborative dreaming. You are tapping into the collective, Virgo. You're actually tapping into the collective. Don't waste this beautiful opportunity that is being given to you. I feel like a lot of it is coming through your dreams and in the dream realm. A lot of stuff is coming through the dream realms, but Virgo, you're tapping into the collective almost naturally right now. And you really don't want to miss this opportunity. It's a wonderful opportunity for co-creating, for wisdom, for growth. But be careful, Virgo, because there's this, you can outgrow the reality that the rest of us are on by tapping into the higher collective of us. But there's also a divine opportunity here, Virgo, to really understand really gain a full understanding of the process of, I want to say manifestation, but I don't, and I already did, but process of materialization. And so this gives you the divine opportunity that you need to be able to co-create with the collective a world that you would like to live in. And it starts with you using this divine opportunity that is in front of you this week for imagining that world that you want to live in while connected with the collective, and knowing that it's not going to show up tomorrow, because why would it? And being constantly confronted with the reality that it's not here, unfazed, so that you can make the best of the opportunity of the collective collaborating and co-creating that you have this week. Truly, 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 this is loving and protecting the process, loving and protecting your ability to create a world that you feel committed to creating. Allowing reality to be what it is and stepping into collective creating of a new reality. I don't know, Virgo, but it is beautiful. And the work that the Virgos that watch my messages are doing on this earth is so amazingly beautiful. If you look at the views, it's not much, and you guys are able to do so much from so little. So even if nobody else sees you, I hope that you can see that I see you, I believe in you, and I'm proud of you guys. I truly am. Whenever I tap into the Virgo energy of the collective that watches my kind of stuff, you guys truly are. It's a different breed of Virgos. And this world is a better place because y'all are in it. So I just want to say that. And I thank you guys so much for listening. I hope that this message helps you this week. Believe, create, and dream. This isn't a week for reality to be the dream, but it's a week to begin to dream the reality. All right, Virgos, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope that it helps, as always. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Libra. Libra, you got visions of life beyond death. Libra, I feel that this is a little chaotic for you, though. I don't feel like I feel almost like visions are coming to you in an almost interruptive way. If they are interrupting you, it's okay to assert that you don't want the visions in this way. Bring them to me at a time whenever it's not interrupting. So it's okay to assert that, Libra. And if they are coming to you in an interrupting way, it very well could be wrong visions, or it could be that you've denied yourself your power for so long that it now it comes to you in sporadic ways. So it's time to regain your power and regain control over yourself in order to move forward. So there's a little bit of that message in there for you Libras. There's a lot of chaotic energy this week. I wouldn't necessarily trust the visions. I would analyze them. You need to test the visions that are coming to you. Don't automatically trust. But I do see opportunity for divine insight and divine understanding for moving forward in your life. Divine understanding that helps you make decisions, helps you be more decisive in your life. So Libra, I feel called to share this with you, and I'm a little embarrassed. I wouldn't share this with just about anyone, but I have rules around decisions that just makes decision making very easy. One of the rules is, my heart has got to be happy about it. That's one of my rules nowadays, is my heart has to be happy. So if my heart's not happy, then it's a no and we move on, But, I don't know. I put rules and regulations around my decision making. I feel like the core of what I need to share with you is that I have boundaries and rules and regulations around my decision making that helps me to make the decisions, So try that out. Try boundaries around your decision making. That might help you gain control in the chaos that is coming to you this week. There will be divine insights, but I feel like they're going to have to be sorted through. There's so much. Libra, I feel like a lot of Libras are overflowing with unused, untapped magical powers and abilities because it's coming out of you even though you've denied it for so long. So there's this need to acknowledge the powers and abilities that you have so that you can move forward with understanding of how to use them properly so that they're not so chaotic. And you can put the proper boundaries and decisions around how you use your own power and skills moving forward. Yeah, I think that's what it is, Libra, that's coming through this week. All right, Libra, that's the message I have for you. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Scorpio, you got in the world, but not of this world. Scorpio, I really feel like it's a day to celebrate yourself and to enjoy yourself and what you bring to the table. Like, be there for you. Don't give what anybody says, what anybody thinks about you. Do it your way. Do it how you love to do it. Love yourself and be there for yourself. Dance to the rhythm of your drum and don't worry what anybody has to say or think about it, Who cares, They're not even in your world. They don't even know your world. Like, enjoy your life your way because you can't enjoy it their way and you were never meant to enjoy it their way anyway. You were always meant to do it your way. You were always meant to walk to the beat of your own drum. And I just feel like you need to go out there and enjoy yourself. And I feel like the more you get in joy, the more abundance will flow to you. Like, abundance is just ready to flow to you, but you have to be in joy to receive the proper abundance. So it's time for you to get in joy, to do it your way, to dance to the rhythm of your drum in your way. And believe that you belong being you. Believe that you belong being who you sense you should be. And then step into being that person. Become the person that you believe that you belong being. So really believe in yourself. Believe that you belong to be in joy. And trust me, if you just get in joy and are willing to stay in that flow and frequency of your joy, if you get there and you're willing to stay there long enough, abundance will come to you. It will surround you. It'll be there. It's coming. The only way that you can miss the abundance is if you get out of that joy flow. If you get out of that joy flow, then the abundance will swim right on by you and you'll never even know that it was there. But if you're willing to be in joy, no matter what other people think, no matter what other people say, if you're willing to be in your joy in the face of someone telling you that you can't do it that way, in the face of someone telling you that you shouldn't do it that way, in the face of someone telling you that you're not supposed to do it that way, but you stay in your joy, abundance is pretty much assured to come to you this week, Scorpio. So I do want to encourage you to be yourself, to do it your way, to dance to the rhythm of your own drum. I want to encourage you to be different in the face of people telling you that you're not enough. Just be your whole self anyway. And I want to encourage you to stand tall and stand true in who you are, despite what they say you should be. And I want to say that whether you know it or not, you are an inspiration. You are a healing force. And you being willing to be you is making a difference in this world. So thank you, Scorpio. All right, beloved Scorpios, that's the message I have for you this week. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Sagittarius, it's time for you to bring it into form. So, Sagittarius, it's time for you to step into the you that you are ready to become. The you that you know in your heart that you belong being. The you that you think you can love. It's time for you to step into being the you that you can love the most. You need to love you for who you are and what you do and what you bring to the table, even if that's just you. You need to love you for the light that is within you and around you, the light that you create by being you. It's time for you to love and give yourself the love that you deserve as you step into being the you that you can love more fully. Allow yourself to become the person that your inner child always wished that she knew. Be willing to allow your thoughts to support the new you that you're becoming as you step into it. Don't allow your thoughts to focus on the old you. Focus on the new you that you're becoming. Be mindful of the new you and forgive and release the old you in love. But it's time for you to step into a new way of being, a new way of showing up in the world. And it's a new way that you show up for you, more than it's a new way that you show up for the world. The showing up for the world is more like a consequence of you becoming the person that shows up for you in this new way. And your heart believes that you belong taking these steps. You're stepping into a new reality. But again, it's not because you're consciously stepping into the new reality. It's because that's a consequence of you stepping into the new you that you know it's time for you to step into. Don't miss this opportunity by holding yourself back. Be willing to move forward and step into the light that you deserve living. It may be scary, but it's definitely worth facing. So go, move forward. Don't let anyone stop you. And become someone that you can love yourself for. Don't worry what anyone else says or thinks. They have no idea. All right, beloved Sag, I hope that this helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Capricorn. So, Capricorn, you got softly, softly, the tender touch. And Capricorn, I feel like you're the one that's in need of soft, tender touch. Capricorn, the first thing that came to my mind whenever I saw this card, it's not typically how it's interpreted, but it's what I seen. I feel like, Capricorn, there may be a time this week where you have what I call verbal diarrhea. Capricorn, I feel like it's just going to spill out and you're going to say it before you realize that you said it. And it's words that you regret saying. Hurtful words that didn't help build anything. Words that tore things down and made the building even harder. It set the production behind. Words that didn't need to be said were said. For some of you Capricorns, I feel like these are words that didn't need to be said to you, but it's almost like I'm grateful that they did, because now I see more clearly what was going on, what they were trying to hide. But for a lot of you Capricorns, I feel like you're the one. You're the one that regrets saying what you said. And I feel like the soft, tender touch needs to start with yourself. You have to be the one to protect your feelings, because nobody else can feel them but you. You have to be the one to be there for yourself and to take time for your feelings, because nobody else can feel those feelings but you, Capricorn. You can't try to put the responsibility of your feelings off on anyone else. And be soft to yourself. Be compassionate to yourself. I really feel like the Capricorns who had the verbal diarrhea happen to them are able to forgive easier than the Capricorns that did it themselves. And I think even the ones that did it themselves would forgive if it was done to you easier. And I just want to ask why. Because you're not better than them, and you're not worse than them, and you deserve the same forgiveness as them. Like the Capricorns that said the verbal diarrhea, try to put yourself in the perspective of the Capricorns that had it done to them, and think to yourself, if it was done to you, wouldn't you understand that that's someone that's overly stressed? That's someone that went to, it again, you're not happy it happened, but you are kind of happy because what was hidden is now released. And so you're able to move forward with that release now. The pressure is off. So if you can think about it that way too, and be kind and compassionate to your own self if it's you that did it, and understand you too were overworked and overstressed. And it's not you on a good day. So don't hold it against you. Don't let this be a bigger setback than what it already is. Because you can pick up the pieces faster with love and compassion than you can with criticism and harshness. But the choice is yours, Capricorn. Capricorn, I forgive you. I see your struggle. I know you didn't mean it. I know it's not easy. I believe in you, though. Give yourself the love that you deserve this week. You deserve it. All right, beloved Capricorn. That's the message I have for you. I do hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius, you've got releasing allegiances. Oh, Aquarius, I want to reach out to you. I feel the heartbreak of a relationship broken. And it hurts no matter the type of relationship, it seems. Whether this is a business partnership broken, a love partnership broken, a friendship, a best friend broken. No matter what, it's not easy to accept. And Aquarius, I don't want to sit here and tell you it's gonna be all right, because it doesn't feel like it's gonna be all right, because it's not all right. But Aquarius, I do want to say it's time to hold on to yourself and to let go of the other. It doesn't mean that it's forever. It might just be for a small, short time. You've gained all that was meant to be from that connection, at least for now. You've given and you've received. You've probably given more than you've received. Now it's time for you to give to yourself. It's time for you to receive your love. Let go and don't deny the value of what has been acquired. Don't say that it was all for nothing, because you know dang well it was all for something. But now it's time for greater productivity, greater creativity, greater abundance, and greater consciousness in your life. This is creating room for better, if you can allow it. But it's a process, and you have to go through it first, Aquarius. And I just keep hearing it's time to hold on to yourself. It's time to hold on to yourself. It's time to be there for yourself. It's time to take care of yourself. And this is going to help you to be a better version of you and to show up in this world in a better way. In a way that makes you feel like you belong more in the world that you're showing up in. Love and protect yourself. Hold on to yourself. And let go of the other. Hold on to you. Believe in you. Be there for you. And know that this has created room for even better. You've got this, Aquarius. I believe in you. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Pisces, you got new birth, guarded vigilantly. So Pisces, I feel like you need to guard the new that you're creating, because I feel that there are destructive forces that would come and destroy what you have just created. So you need to put boundaries and protections in place for the new birth. Don't let those that from the outside to come in and destroy what you've already created. Be willing to protect what you've created. But don't overprotect. I also I'm hearing a message of don't overprotect in a way this is suffocated out. You must create space. So don't protect in a way that the new growth can't grow. Make sure that your protection allows the growth to grow, but keeps out those that would want to tear down what has already grown so that no more can grow. So I feel like the protection that's needed, like what I'm seeing is like a garden that's being ate up by bunny rabbits and deer. So it's like the protection that's needed is to keep the predators out. It's funny thinking of bunny rabbits and deers as predators, but that's like, they're predators to plants, they're predators to plant growth. So you need to keep the predators out, but don't, you do need to, with the bunnies and stuff, you would build underground, and with the deer, it would be above ground fencing, right? Underground, above ground fencing to keep the predators out. But you could go too far and like completely fence up the whole garden in a way to where the garden can't grow. It gets suffocated out. That's kind of crazy analogy, but that's kind of the idea that's going on here. So make sure to protect the new growth that you've got going on from those that would destroy it, but at the same time, give it room to grow. You want to protect the room to grow also, Pisces. All right, Pisces, that's the message I have for you this week. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Here we go, Aries. Aries, you got release the dark wound and let love live. Aries, there is a great healing opportunity here for you this week. It is a time to release the darkness and live in love. The more love you can live in this week, the more you will be able to see the possibilities of living a lovely life. So be willing to release the darkness, to release the wounds, at least for now. Quit licking the wound, just let it go, let it air dry, whatever. Just don't bring them up for this week. Be like, I will come back to you next week if you're there. Otherwise, don't even view it. Like, I don't really advocate for being delulu, but this might be a week of being a little delulu with your love and just being like, you know what, I'm gonna be happy about life. Even if life is awful, I'm gonna be happy about it. I'm not gonna sit here and complain about everything going wrong. Instead, I'm gonna focus on what's going right and how much fun I can have with it. And you can have fun in every single moment of your day. You can have fun waking up, you can have fun, doing your midday activities. You can have fun in the afternoon, you can have fun in the morning, you can have fun at night, you can have fun going to bed, all in between. Have fun with it. Even if awful things are happening, you can choose your fun, choose your love, choose to let go of the wounds and to let go of the darkness, to let love and light live through you, through your body, through your lived experiences, through you being the love and the light that you bring to the world. So be willing to let go of the darkness, focus on the good things, allow yourself to feel the impact of the positive mindset that you are creating as you move forward, releasing the darkness and living in this new love of life. So allow yourself to feel the new mindset that is being created as you release the wounds and the darkness and you let love live in your life. I said that twice, so there must be a reason for it. All right, Aries, that's the message I have for you this week. I do hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Taurus, you have defend to the end the worthwhile. Taurus, I feel like there's a need to stand up for your value and your worth this week. I feel like do not give in to anyone that says that you are worthless or valueless. To stand up and stand strong for yourself, your worth, your value. Taurus, I feel like wisdom is needed. Wisdom is needed to understand that you are worth so much more than those that would devalue you. You are worth so much more than the words of those that don't understand you and the vileness that comes out of their mouth. They don't know you. they don't understand you, and wisdom would understand that. You are wise. You are wise to understand. They are weak to misunderstand. They are weak to not know what they could know. And it is their loss. But you stand up for yourself, and you be there for yourself, and you take care of yourself. You know what you know, and they can't take that away from you. And you know that you are worth way more than they see, and that is their loss. Because you walk away from them, but you walk into you. And you walk with you. You don't deny yourself. You deny them, and it's their loss. Because beneath the illusions, pretty as they may seem, you know what's real. Beneath all the lies, sweet as they may sound, you know what's worthwhile. All that is genuinely and truly essential for the heart to throb with life is worthwhile. Anything that dulls it or suffocates its vibrant aliveness must be questioned, challenged, and more than likely cast aside, for the heart is our key to living an authentic life. What is there once that is compromised? Without the foundation of truth, we are forever lost in confusion, doubt, and despair. You are a sacred warrior. You are a defender of the heart. You have cried genuine tears of your own grief and also the grief of your world. You have raged at injustice and oppression of your own life and in the world. You felt the need to protect the presence of love. For while it is exceptionally powerful, it can too easily be smothered under the lies and fears. So you're being asked to stay strong and to stand your ground, Taurus. This might be a big emotional journey that feels like the fight of your life. It may be in a matter that does not seem to hold much importance to you. However, what is happening, or soon will happen, is worthwhile. So hold tight. Ask for help through the healing process. Stay true to the sacred warrior of love that you are, and defend to the end all that's worthwhile. All right, beloved Taurus, that is the message I have for you this week. I'm praying for you. I believe in you. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace.